To leave or not to leave? That is the question. A lot of young people today are experiencing the dilemma of whether they should go and live on their own or just stay at home with mom and dad. Kailangan ba talagang umalis para masabing independent tayo? This is Carlo Panlilio. Join us for the next 30 minutes as we renew our minds about independence. In other cultures, particularly in the West, a child has to leave home when they come of age, usually at 18. Marie Enriquez de Jesus, a radio counselor, says that it is not the case with us Filipinos. Iba raw ang konsepto natin ng pamilya.
Kasi dito naman sa Pilipinas naman, hindi talaga ang pamilya, hindi naghihiwalay. Umisa na kahit na pag may asawa na, di ba? Nahandun pa rin na meron silang lugar sa sariling bahay, yung dating kwarto, i-maintain yun, natirahan ng may asawa. Hindi masyado yung paghihiwala, yung independence na ibinibigay sa anak.
Agree doon ang PWU professor na si Clifford Zurita. Nagbigay pa siya ng mga dahilan kung bakit hindi bumubukod ng maaga ang ating mga kabataan sa kani-kanilang pamilya.
May paniniwala natin extended family tayo. Our model in the Philippines is from the nuclear family, we tend to extend ourselves na kung sa matanda na yung tao, nakakapit pa rin sa central family. Ang tanong, bakit hindi tayo makadetach? The first documented reason sociologically is economic reasons. Because when the family grows, sometimes hindi siya makadetach kasi economy of resources. Hindi siya makatayo sa sarili niyang paa sapagkat wala siyang pera para mag-detach. Kasi when you say detach, you have to detach in terms of your house, physical property yan eh. And housing in the Philippines is quite expensive if you have no plan. That's one. Number two, the Philippines believe in kung tawagin natin dito ay support mechanism sa pamilya. Naniniwala kasi tayo sa mga Pilipino na mas beneficial para sa pagpapalaki ng anak kung marami kang katuwang sa pagpapalaki ng anak. Kaya minsan, mapapansin natin, yung nag-asawa na, ang hirap kumalas kay lolo-lola kasi ginagawang yaya si lolo, si lola. Kasi instead of yaya, doon na ako kay lolo-lola kasi mas kampante pang loob ko na ang aking anak protektado. And finally, one of the reasons why hindi tayo maka-extend outward is because naniniwala tayo that families, children are blessings. And why do you exclude a blessing from my family? So, as long as we can stay together, the house can really manage everything. So, ginagawa natin, ayaw natin palayasin kasi gusto natin tulong-tulong tayo sa central nuclear family.
May advantage naman pala ang patuloy na pagsama sa pamilya. Kaya lang,
wala namang ibang magiging problema niya kundi hindi siya masasanay magawa ng kanyang sariling diskarte sa buhay. Pero may mga magulang kasi ganito, may mga magulang kasi tinatali yung anak nila sa bahay kasi ayaw nila mawala. Diba? Tapos may kasamang bribe pa nga yung mga ganyan eh. Mga ibang matatanda, may kasamang bribe pa yan eh. May kasamang pangungonsensya.
Now we have a better understanding of the pros and cons of moving out of our parents' house. But it is time to take a break. We'll be back in a short while.
May condominium unit po ako. Pero katabi rin siya ng parents ko.
I left na because I was married and then I went back to my parents again. So technically, yeah, I'm back.
Kailangan ko na rin talagang bumukod. Especially, kailangan ko na rin mag-prepare for my future.
Ayoko pang humiwalay kasi mas dependent pa akong kasama yung mga magulang ko.
I tried living alone for like 6 months. Pero kasi, well, apart from the fact na mahirap pala siya, my mom wants me back home din kasi.
It's much cheaper than having my own place.
To be honest with you, I have no plans of living without them or living alone.
Siyempre yung freedom, wala nang sasabi sa'yo kung ano gagawin mo. Pero siyempre, dapat by that time, alam mo na kung ano yung tama o mali, di ba?
Maganda siya because you would know how capable you are in many areas of your life.
May mga times talaga na nakaka-homesick, pero natuto akong i-apply yung mga tinuturo nila sa akin to be independent.
You're going to be responsible enough for your own finances. Siyempre, una-una na yun. You can also do other things na hindi makaka-bother dun sa mga kasama mo sa bahay.
Nobody was there to cook my own food. I'm already tired from work. Then nobody's going to wash my uniform.
Pero ngayon, pag umuwi ako sa province, talagang mas naging expressive ako na I love you na talagang straight from the heart.
Nakita na natin ang mga pros and cons ng pananatili sa poder ng ating mga magulang. Ano naman kaya ang nagagawang kabutihan ng pagsasarili ng maaga? Sabi ni Marie, nakaka-develop daw ito ng self-confidence.
Ay, kaya ko nang buhayin ng sarili ko. Kaya ko na na mag-isa. Kaya ko nang asikasuhin ng sarili ko. And then, pwede akong magpa-stay ng mga kaibigan. So, kung babae, kapwa babae ng mga kaibigan. Na kumisan hindi nagagawa yun sa sa sariling bahay, lalo na kung masyadong conservative yung mga magulang na talagang it's a no-no.
That makes sense. Pero hindi kaya ito nakakaapekto sa relasyon sa magulang?
Yung relationship ay hindi nababago kahit na maghiwalay. Okay? Hindi siya nababago. Kung ang relationship ay established nung magkasama. Kaya dapat hindi naghihiwalay ng magkagalit. Yung bang halimbawa dahil kaya gustong mag-boarding house o lumipat na, mag-solo na, dahil naiinis sa magulang, sa kakulitan ng magulang, hindi iyon ang dapat na rason, kaya aalis. So, ayusin muna ang relationship sa mga magulang bago maghihiwalay. Kasi kung maayos yung relationship, hahanapin ng isa't isa. So, alam na uuwi ang anak, pinaghahandaan ng magulang yon. So, hindi siya dun, kumbaga yung mga gawaing bahay, hindi niya itatambak sa weekends. Gusto niya ay okay na ang lahat na sa ganun, pwede na silang magbanding ng kanyang anak na uuwi. So, palagay ko mas magiging close ang ang isa't isa pagka nagkahiwalay.
Iba naman yung taong na suwail talaga na lumayas tapos walang relasyon, di ba? Yun ang suwail. Pero pag umalis ako, pero every week nandun sa bahay ako, tumutulong ako sa bahay, meron kaming sense of gatherings every time, hindi naman pagiging suwail yun. I'm just trying to build a life for myself, di ba? And I also am reaching out to you. Nagiging problema lang kasi yung bang super duper layo. Especially in the country na tayo archipelago, minsan yung taga-probinsya para makabiyahe lang papunta dun sa bayan na napakalayo. So yun. Minsan, total connectivity is broken. But because of social networking ngayon, at least we are able to connect ourselves.
Yun naman pala sa mga magulang na nanonood, may payo ang ating mga experts kung gusto nang umalis ng ating mga anak.
Let go and bless them. And then be happy na kasi kaya sila mayroong ganong feeling na gustong maging independent. Kayo ang nagpalaki sa kanila ng maayos. So kung pinalaki nyo sila ng maayos, the values, the culture ng family na inyong naibigay, hindi kayo kinakailangan na matakot na sila aalis na. Para lang isipin nyo lang na kung ito ay nag-asawa, matagal na itong wala sa akin, kaya panahon na akin na siyang pawalan.
Mga magulang, isipin nyo to. Hindi tayo panghabang buhay na buhay. Pag nawala ka, at yung anak mo, palaging naka-ankle sa'yo, ano mangyayari sa buhay niya? Diba, wala siyang sense of himself. So dapat, isa-isip mo naman na hindi naman tayo panghabang buhay dito. Tayo'y mawawala din. Diba? So kinakailangan yung palang, habang buhay ka, dahan-dahan, turo mo anak mo naman na siya naman ay matuto mamuhay sarili niya. Para pag nawala ka naman, at least proud ka na yung anak mo, kayang tumayo sa kanyang sariling paa.
Sa aming pagbabalik, tingnan naman natin ang mga kwento ng dalawang taong magkaiba man ng karanasan ay parehong natutong maging independent. Stay tuned!
husband and I believe that it is not the children's responsibility to support us. It is our responsibility to prepare them to be economically stable.
Kahit nakabukod na ako, nag-share pa rin ako sa bills ng kuryente, sa tubig.
Hindi ko man expect pero siguro mas maganda kung makakapag-provide sila.
Nagpapadala po ako. Kung magte-text po sila kung may kailangan.
Hindi po sila inobliga. Part pa rin sila ng family pero ang obligation yung preparation ng pagkakaroon nila ng responsibility.
Kung gusto nilang mag-share siguro in some expenses, di salamat. Pero kung hindi, basta ma-appreciate nila na yung whatever earnings nila is a blessing from God, magamit nila in the proper way.
Tumutulong akong bigyan sila ng more gastos pero hindi ako nagbibigay sa kanila ng money. I don't think kasi na kailangan po nila.
Sasabihin nila na kaya nila mag-isa, gusto nilang magsarili, okay lang.
Pilipilit naming ganong gawin ang setup, kaya lang she continues to be our baby.
It's practical for me to live with my parents. Libre bahay, libre pagkain.
Kapag nagtatrabaho na, kinakailangan bumukod na rin po para mabawasan na po yung obligasyon ng mga magulang sa kanila.
If you want to really learn independence in a different level, it would really be good to really live on your own.
I want my children to have their own place, but I want them to still join us when we eat. Pinoy pa rin ako eh.
Clark is an aspiring singer, musician, and businessman who lives in Quezon City with some friends. Life was quite good for him growing up in Cavite.
Okay naman po yung childhood ko. Hindi naman kami mayaman. Di naman kami mahirap, so we're in the middle class. There were times we had struggles with our finances, but we were able to live comfortably. Both my parents are working in the government. Yun po yung ginamit nila na means para mapag-aral nila ako.
Although his parents gave him everything he needed, Clark realized that there was something else he really needed to do.
Nung maliit po ako, mas dun sa side na parang protected and provided. Medyo na baby ako nun. Sana natutunan ko nung time na yun was how to work for something that you want. Especially kasi lalaki ako eh. So there are things that a man has to learn habang bata pa lang.
When he entered college, he really determined to make it on his own. Nag-decide siyang sa Maynila mag-aral.
I studied in Lyceum of the Philippines University, AB Mass Communication major in broadcasting. Adjustments, well, una sa lahat yung sa allowance, sa money. Kasi syempre, your parents can only give you as much, di ba? Kung ano yung kailangan mo lang, limited siya.
After graduation, he encountered a lot of obstacles on the road to being independent.
Hindi kaagad ako nakapasok sa company na plan ko pasukan. So I had to wait for like 6 months before ako makapasok. So, what I did during this time, rumakit ako. Nagtrabaho ako sa isang computer shop, internet cafe, magbabantay ako. Just so that I could call myself na parang, kailangan ko na maging independent, kailangan ko na i-train yung sarili ko maging independent. There were times that I had to ask from my parents. Pero binabalik ko rin pag naisweldo ako, ganun. Pag umuwi ako, tinitreat ko sila. It caused me to aspire na kumita pa na mas malaki.
Besides being street smart and having a drive to earn more, Clark also developed a greater appreciation of their home, especially his parents.
One thing that I'm really proud of sa parents ko, aside from nag-provide sila nung mga kailangan ko nung bata pa ako hanggang college, hanggang graduate. They were also supportive dun sa pag-alis ko sa bahay. Mas naging close kami ngayon. Yung factor dun was yung absence eh. Kaya pag naandun ako, talagang bonding talaga kami, pasyal talaga kami. Kain kami sa labas, mga ganun yung activities na ginagawa na pag naandun ako sa bahay. At the same time, ako, na-miss ko rin from time to time yung comfort sa dala ng bahay. Pag naandun ako na everything is provided for me, nakakapagpahinga ako.
Clark got what he wished for, and he is happily pursuing his dreams with great encouragement from his family back in Cavite. On the other hand, Elvie was forced to live independently at a young age.
Yung father ko, he works abroad. Yung mom ko naman, fashion model siya. Lagi din siyang nasa abroad, mga ramp modeling, ganon. So, nung childhood years ko, I used to live with my grandma and my kuya. And as far as I remember, tuwing aalis sila, talagang mag-grocery na sila ng marami. Tapos nagpapadala sila sa lola ko ng allowance namin. Tapos nung elementary na ako, lumaki naman ako sa tita ko. Nag-transfer kami sa Mindanao, kami ng brother ko. So I used to live with my tita and her family.
Her situation didn't change much as she went through high school and college.
Nung high school ako, I qualified sa Philippine Science High School as a scholar there. So, doon ako nagstay for 4 years inside the dormitory. Kasi yung campus na yon is like 7 to 8 hours away from our home. I live with the dormers, with my schoolmates. Nung college ako, more or less ganun din. Nung high school ako, nasa dorm din ako. Nagpalipat-lipat nga lang ako ng dorm. Kasi nga, hindi na tumatanggap yung dorm ng hindi na freshman, yung mga ganun.
Despite the separation from her family, she made the most out of her situation. She admits that she learned a lot from her experiences.
Lalo na nung high school din ako, mas na-feel ko na independent ako nun kasi walang nagpapadala sa akin ng allowance kasi nga may scholarship ako. At the same time, nag-aano rin ako yung mga sideline, nagbebenta ako ng chocolates sa dorm, sa class para may additional allowance ako. So feeling ko independent talaga ako kasi I live alone, I mean not with my parents, tapos yung tustos ko sa life ko, sa scholarship ko, tsaka sa quote-unquote business ko. Nung college ako, naalala ko, nagbebenta ako ng Triumph noon, mga canned goods na dented. Nakukuha ko yun for only 3 to 5 pesos, tapos binibenta ko ng 10 to 50. Grabe, box yung dinideliver sa akin sa dorm. At yung pinakasuki ko, yung guard. Kasi feeling nila sobrang nakakatipid sila, parang ang mura kong binibenta compared sa market. Konting dent lang naman. Feeling ko madiskarte ako sa mga ganung bagay.
She also reveals that one of the keys that helped her overcome her circumstances is her faith in God and the support of her church.
Nung high school ako, may nagpupunta sa school namin, nagkakandak sila ng Bible study, fellowship, so nai-invite ako doon. Pero I remember nung high school ako, more on attendee lang talaga ako. Nag-grow talaga ako, nag-mature ako, naging disciple ako nung college na. Kasi nga, nagkaroon ako ng mentor, cell leader.
Having graduated from college, LV then decided to bring her family back together.
Unti-unti kasi yun Nung una, kami ng dad ko yung nagsama sa house. Tapos yung kuya ko, neighbor lang namin. Na-stroke siya. So kailangan ng close supervision, alagaan namin siya ni kuya. Yung mami ko, lumuwas pa siya from the province to help us take care of daddy. Kaya naisip kong magsama na kaming apat since nandun na kaming apat, di ba?
Hindi naging madali para sa kanila ang magsama-samang muli.
Kasi nga hindi kami sanay na sama-sama together, di ba? So may naging adjustments din doon. For example, nasanay na kami na, yun nga independent na you make your own decision. Suddenly, apat kayo, may kanya-kanyang decision, minsan iba-iba. We need to meet halfway, we need to hear each other's side. Ano bang stand mo dito? Ano bang tingin mo dito?
Eventually, they learned to be at home with each other.
Mas may opportunity na to show love and care for one another. I remember sabi ng mom ko, excited siya to live together with us. Kasi nga, nung childhood days namin, hindi niya talaga kami napagluluto. So ngayon, parang sinabi niya, gusto kong bumawi everyday, pagluto ko kayo, everyday, pagsilbihan ko kayo. Mas actual na yung love and care na yun, mas kita na. At the same time, siguro yung dati, closeness siya na in a way superficial kasi hindi rin masyadong napag-uusapan Parang hindi kasi ako yung tipong ikikwento ko yung buong buhay ko sa'yo. Pero ngayon na magkasama na kami, mas nakikita yung life So mas lumalim.
But even while she's enjoying life with her family around, she's also setting her sights on moving out, something she and her family are also preparing for.
Siyempre, naisip ko yung future ko na darating yung time, hihiwalay din ako, mag-aasawa ako. So, kailangan may source of income din talaga sila na hindi lang sa akin. Of course, not that ayoko nang magbigay. In fact, I really wanna bless, I really wanna give. Pero yun, I want na yung right, yung wala kang ini-spoil or tino-tolerate. Na okay lang na kayong lahat, walang trabaho, ako na lahat. Yung hindi ganun. You want to be a blessing but not spoiling or tolerating the wrong things or the wrong culture.
Clark and LV, two people with very different stories. Both became independent and found success at what they do. And we know that the road doesn't end there. Still to come, our experts and guests leave us some advice, so don't go away.
Kailangan yung loob mo matibay ka sa problema, matibay ka sa mga challenges ng life.
Hindi na nila kailangan yung ibang tao.
Being responsible for your own actions eh. Hindi man po kasi nasusukat doon kung sa bahay kung saan ka nakatira.
Independence means you can make yourself happy on your own, but it doesn't mean na ika-cut off mo na yung relationship mo with others.
Marating nila yung pinakamataas na kaya nila at higit sa lahat ay malagay sila sa isang katatayuan na kung saan ay yun ang layunin ng Diyos para sa kanila.
Naguguluhan ka pa rin ba? We asked our experts some advice to help those who cannot make up their minds on whether to go or not.
Alam mo, minsan, hindi ka aware, di ba? Na yung parents mo, yung attachments mo kanila, nagiging parang crutches mo yan eh. Na ang problema mo, habang ginagamit mo yung crutches mo, namamandid yung paa mo. Pag namanhid yan, pag tanggal niyan, lumpo ka. Kasi hindi mo nagamit yung muscles mo. Tanggalin mo yan, the muscles will build, you can walk on your 2 feet. And that is the key of independent thinking.
Ano ang better option to stay or to leave? Sa akin, pareho lang siya. Kung maayos ang relationship ng magulang at ng anak, lumabas ka sa poder ng magulang o mag-stay ka sa poder ng iyong mga magulang. Parang pareho lang siya. Para bang ano? Para din yung tanong na, anong maganda? Mag-asawa o hindi mag-asawa? Pareho lang siya. Pareho lang siya. Iyon ay kung paano mo i-handle ang iyong buhay kung saan ka nakatira. Ikaw yung magbibigay ng, for single person, ikaw yung magbibigay ng kasiyahan, ng success sa buhay mo, kahit saan ka nakatira.
It's not about moving out or staying with your parents. Siguro, first is yung motivation. Bakit sila aalis? If the motivation is right, like, for me kasi, yung ibang tao aalis kasi escape nila, they want to run away kasi hindi okay yung relationship or naiinis, nape-pressure sila kasi pinapakialaman. If that's the motivation, I wouldn't advise it. But if the motivation is there, motivation to still be a blessing, to support them, to honor them, then go ahead, stay or move out. Basta't may ganun pa ring motivation na maging blessing pa rin sa family, i-honor pa rin yung family.
In the end, we find that independence is not freedom to do what we want, but the freedom to do what is right. Independence is not getting away from our parents, but honoring them wherever we are. Independence is not spending our money any way we please, but using it responsibly so we can reach our goals faster. After all, we believe that independence is not thinking only about ourselves, but having the mind of Christ in everything that we do. The Bible says all things are lawful, but not all things are profitable. All things are lawful, but not all things edify. Si Jesus hindi lamang inisip ang kanyang sarili, kundi ang kapakanan ng nakararami. If Jesus were here today, what would Jesus